This is V81 Radio Worldwide. Almighty God, grant us the courage of Jesus Christ, your Son, to face the coronavirus pandemic with trust, strength, compassion, and resiliency. Give us the grace of the Holy Spirit to free us from fear and anxiety, so we may do actions of help and support and look forward to our healing with hope. We pray for the health workers, food liners, maintenance cleaners, logistics abler, government leaders, and volunteers who continuously come together to deliver our daily needs to survive. Guide us from this time of crisis. Preserve us in peace. Protect the weak and vulnerable and those who serve the society during this pandemic. This we ask and pray in Jesus' name, our Savior. Amen. Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kantang tatak Pinoy. Kahit nasan ka man, kami ay mapapakinggan. Streaming worldwide, the future of radio in Manila, California, and Hong Kong. This is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. We now bring you the program that brings together leading personalities, representative insights, all together in a meaningful and delightful conversations as your social barometer. Let's chat with Tita Gracie. Let's chat with Tita Gracie. Hosted by breakthrough millennial boomer Gracie Valenzuela. Only here on V81 Radio.
Good evening to all our viewers. Welcome to Let's Chat with Tita Gracie Recap. Samahan niyo akong balikan ng mga nagdaang episodes na nagpamangha sa atin sa mga talento ipinamalas ng ating mga panauhin. Tara, sabay-sabay natin panoorin ang isang special episode na inihandog para sa atin ng Let's Chat with Tita Gracie entitled Let's Hear the Music Again, an episode of Music Revisited.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Let's Chat with Tita Gracie. It's Sunday once again, and as you know, every week we try our very, very best to bring you something unique in the arts and culture scene here in Metro Manila. And of course, for the benefit of our audience from other countries like the US, Australia, and Hong Kong, and I know that we're also reaching those in the Middle East, welcome! Mabuhay at salamat at pinapakinggan niyo kami. Sinusubaybayan niyo ang Let's Chat with Tita Gracie. Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. And as you know, everybody now is glued to their mobile devices or their laptops because we're all in quarantine. Everybody's at home, hopefully all safe. And we're trying to pass the time by surfing the internet and finding what is out there for us to enjoy or to share. And if you notice, since the start of the ECQ in March, most of the major artists all over the world have been conducting virtual performances because they're also in their homes, they're following the strict rules about quarantine and to make sure that everybody is at home and relaxed. They have been doing their share in logging onto the Facebook or Instagram and providing us with entertainment. You have everyone from Andrea Bocelli to our very own international artists like Lea Salonga and Gary V. And they've all echoed the importance of staying home, being safe, and also doing some advocacy work to assist our frontliners and the people who are out there and trying to keep everything in order in the hospitals, out in the streets, just to make sure that the COVID-19 virus is controlled and to help people uplift their spirits. Today, we're going to take a look at a special segment of our entertainment scene. And this is the chorale scene, the choirs of the Philippines, the choirs that we are so proud of, because I do know that over the last few years, our major choirs have been winning accolades in various competitions all over the world. I would like to call on our guest. She is actually one of our brave frontliners. She's a medically professional doctor. She's medically trained at the UP College of Medicine. But being a neonatologist does not stop her from practicing her passion in singing. Friends, I'd like to call on Dr. Karen Senen.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Dr. Karen Senen.
Hello.
Thank you very much for spending this afternoon with us.
Yes, my pleasure.
Thank you. Now, I know that you're going to be showing us a couple of videos. Could you tell us something about the UP Med Choir?
Okay, so the UP College of Medicine Choir has been present since the 1980s, but it was formally made into an official organization in the UP College of Medicine at around the late 80s, 1989. And then I was a member of the UP College of Medicine Choir from 1994 to 2004. It's composed of medical students from the UP College of Medicine. So we usually have usually have rehearsals around 2 to 3 times a week. It
Wow.
helped,
How do you
yeah.
find the time?
Oh, we
Given
make
your
time.
medical practice, well, I guess if you love something, you're gonna make time, right?
Yeah, so usually when we were students, we would bring our transcriptions, our notes, our books into the choir rehearsal room, and we would read if our section is not the one learning the piece. So even before exams, you'd be surprised people are still attending the rehearsals because it's a stress buster. So with all the pressures of medical school, it really helps us cope. And what started with love for music turned out to be a really good relationship with my colleagues later
Yes.
on. Yes.
And they're
So,
all practicing doctors, right? They're all alumni
yes,
of UP
yes.
College of Medicine. They're all practicing doctors and they're harmonized perfectly. I must
Oh,
admit, when I saw the video, and in a few minutes you're gonna share this with us, I was so
yeah.
impressed. And I understand that you guys, aside from being busy doctors, you're frontliners in this battle against COVID-19, and you still found the time to harmonize, to come together and put this fantastic video. Could you tell us about this first video called Lead Me, Lord?
So actually, this video was performed by alumni of the UP Med Choir. So the last time that we performed together was in 2011. So we haven't sung together for 9 years.
Wow.
And this first song was composed by Mr. Arnel Depano, who, as we know, is also a COVID-19 survivor, and was
Wow.
arranged. Yes. And at the time that we uploaded this virtual choir video, he was at that time admitted for COVID-19. And
Well,
we're just
I'm
so
not going to,
happy.
yeah, I'm not going to make this longer because I'm sure that I hope Arnel Depano is listening today. I had the pleasure of meeting him many years ago for a major competition. He was in the panel of judges. And I am so proud to have the UP Med Choir's video as the first video this afternoon. So, with
Mhm.
your permission, Dr. Karen, I'd like to introduce the first virtual performance of the UP Med Choir, a song composed by one of the Philippines' best composers, Arnel Depano. Friends, this is Lead Me, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, that was another beautiful virtual choir performance by the UP Med Choir, a choir that is not just talented, but a brave bunch of men and women who are out there in the front lines battling the coronavirus. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, virtual choir performances really touch our hearts in very special ways, especially during this very dark time of the pandemic when everyone is lonely at home or has a friend or a relative who is battling the disease, and we need to be uplifted. Our souls need uplifting, and certainly chorale music hits the spot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite a couple of people who are also into virtual choir performances. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy that this afternoon we have representatives from Globe Voices at Work. Let's take a closer look at the corporate choral scene with our two guests. We've got Lester Delgado and Mara Di Masupil of Globe.
Hello,
Good
Tita
afternoon.
Gracie. Good afternoon.
Hello, Lester and Mara. Thank you so much. And I know that our friends out there are interested to know more about Globe Voices at Work. Lester, how did you get into the choral conducting scene and be part of Globe's creative endeavor in the choir scene?
Hello. Well,
Yes.
actually, I studied choral conducting in UST and in St. Paul. And then after that, I started conducting choirs professionally. And I was very lucky that Globe Voices hired me to be their choral conductor.
Now, Mara, being an employee of Globe, I'm sure that you have a very busy life because
Yes,
it's such
indeed.
a fast-paced industry. The telecoms industry is so fast-paced. And how does this being part of the Globe Voices at Work enhance your work-life balance?
Well, definitely, Tita Gracie, it's very difficult to juggle work and living this passion, you know. Usually what we do is we quickly switch our hats by 6 p.m. So we go down to our venue and we try to think about, focusing on the rehearsals that we have, even if we're getting texts or emails or updates regarding the tasks that we had. But what as they say, music has a very therapeutic effect. And
Yes.
because of that, whenever we have our rehearsals, it regains our energies. We're able to regain our energy and be more happy with what we're doing because we're also doing our passion apart from doing our work. And that's what we're really lucky about with Glow Voices at Work, with this opportunity.
It floored me. I said I have to devote this Sunday show to choir music because aside from missing the action of being part of a choir, I really feel that choir music is one sure way to uplift our countrymen's spirits during these very dark moments in that the whole world is undergoing right now. And I'm not going to delay it anymore because I really want to look at your video one more time. So friends, ladies and gentlemen, Globe Voices at Work is sharing their video with us this afternoon. And the title of the song is Isang Dugo, Isang Lahi, Isang Musika. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the video.
Ang aking narinig hatid sa bawat puso at isip.
Ikaw at ako, tayo ay Pilipino, isang bansa, ba't di magkaisa? Isang dugo, isang lahi at musika, ang pangarap ko'y bansang mapayapa.
We'll be back shortly with Tita Gracie. Let's chat with Tita Gracie, only here on V81 Radio. Big Benta, a Pinoy e-commerce site made for you. Enjoy hassle-free shopping with multiple payment options available. May local support din ready to assist, so you can enjoy peace of mind when you shop. Visit our website to check different product offerings. Get anything you want and avail everything you need in just one click. Big Benta, Pinoy e-commerce made for you. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. Para enjoy ang pakikinig sa V81 Radio kahit saan, we are now on your Amazon Echo devices. Just say, Alexa, play V81 Radio at i-enjoy ang inyong mga paboritong Pinoy music 24/7. Sabihin lang, Alexa, play V81 Radio. May items ka na gustong ibenta? Or planning to buy something specific? Visit PinoyAds.ph, a free online classified ads na available to all. Post an ad para sa item that you want to sell. Or browse through the listing to find out what you're looking for. Connect with the community to explore, discover, buy and sell. Be the boss of every transaction sa PinoyAds.ph. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. Kabayan, nahuhomesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Now back to Let's Chat with Tita Gracie, only here on V81 Radio.
Hello and good evening, everybody. It's Sunday night. Once again, time flies so quickly when you're having fun. And certainly here on V81 Radio Worldwide, we're always having fun. And tonight, Let's Chat with Tita Gracie will go on a jazzy trip. You know, Metro Manila has been the home of a lot of fantastic jazz artists. And tonight will be a very special night because we are going to take a closer look at the ladies who light up the jazz stage all over the city. Now, before the pandemic, these ladies were very busy doing their own gigs in various shows. And I have had the pleasure of working with some of them. And since the pandemic started, of course, all the stages went dark. But as they say, the creative spirit, the artists in these ladies cannot be contained. And tonight we have the three very distinct jazz artists to grace our screen. The first guest is Lynn Sherman.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Lynn.
Good evening, everyone. Gracie, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for accepting our invitation, Lynn. And we're going to be joined by two of our other friends. We have also Miss Rika Arambulo.
Hi!
Hi, Rika. And of course, our group won't be complete without the very lovely Jeannie Tionko.
Hello. Hi, good evening.
Hi, Jeannie. And of course, with her forever date, Henry. Forever date. Walang bookingan. Hi. So tonight, we've got the three jazziest ladies in Metro Manila. And we have our guests from all over the Philippines, all over the world are listening to us right now. Lynn, would you like to say hello?
Everybody around the world, everybody who's listening to V81 Radio, hello and welcome.
Yes, how about you, Rika? How are you doing, Rika?
I am, what can I say? I'm glad to be busy doing some music in spite of the feeling of isolation.
Yeah.
It's not it's not a comfortable feeling, but the music has helped.
Fantastic. And how about you, Jeannie?
Hi, can you hear me?
How have you been doing, my dear, with the pandemic and all?
Well, actually, been busy teaching online, and si Henry naman is busy composing for his album. So basically, music pa rin.
I know that we will still be careful because we never know, the pandemic is still a threat. And tonight, what I want to do is I want to give some relaxing, some entertainment, and relaxing music, and some entertaining music to our guests. And I'm sure that the audience will see three different concepts of jazz with the three of you in my show. And I know that what's important is that with the digital platform, V81 Radio can bring all of you to the whole world, and all the Pinoys, not just in Manila, but in the USA, in parts of Asia, Australia. Madami tayong mga kababayan na nakikinig ngayong gabi. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you're interested to find out a little bit about each one. So I'm going to start with Rika now. Rika, I know that you also teach music, right?
Yes, piano in particular.
Wow, pareho pala kayo ni Jeannie, pareho mga music teachers.
Yeah, because that was actually my major in college. Classical piano. If you didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually when I met you, you were already doing pop and jazz on live stage, and then later on I found out that you have the Suzuki School that you're managing right now.
Yes, my mother started it in the 80s. And then I
Yes,
sort of
yes.
grew up doing that as well.
So
Yeah.
actually between you and Jeannie, it's just been a whole life full of music since you were kids, no? Because you with your mom, and then Jeannie with her father, and of course we all know that you come from that very famous line of the Chonkos. So Jeannie, how was it like growing up in your house with your father being a very famous entertainer?
It's very musical, for sure. Yun naman talaga no, musical. Pero kasi nga I grew up palaging wala yung father ko Nasa abroad sila palagi. So it's just like siguro sa loob ng isang taon I would only be with him like 6 months, and then the half of the year wala na naman siya, it's either Australia or Saudi Arabia. Yon, kung saan sila talaga. So I grew up na, well actually, ang dami ko naririnig ng mga kanta from them, but iba yung naging focus ko nung nag-decide ako to be a singer. Basically their music is more of the pop standard, and I chose to be different. Standard, but medyo malalim na konti.
Pero ako talaga, I became an instant fan, Jean, because I remember the first time I had the chance to listen to you. I was managing a mall somewhere in the South at that time. I was doing some consulting work, and they asked me to put a jazz show. And our common friend, si Pete Canson, invited you and Henry to be part of that show. And when you came up on stage, oh my God, plakadong-plakado nitong babae na to, ang Sea Wind. I remember you sang a Sea Wind piece, and I'm such a big fan of Sea Wind. No, so sabi ko, I never forgot your name now. Can you tell us a little bit about the next song?
Well, my goodness. This next song is called I Can't Stop Loving You, and lots of people have sung it. Maybe the most famous is Ray Charles. Actually, this version is lifted off the Diane Shore Ray Charles version, Diane Shore's album, and me and Cookie Chua are going to do our own crazy version of it. So that's I Can't Stop Loving You.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know that when you look at this video, you're gonna want maybe a cold beer or a nice glass of red wine. Sit back, relax, and here is Lynn Sherman with the Ugoy Ugoy Band, and with guest artist Cookie Chua.
Now it's with me and you. Yeah. Drinking, yeah, drinking. We want to so very long ago. At 5 a.m. The long ago. Super. It makes me so blue. They say that time, that's what they say. Heals all broken hearts. That's what they say. That time's just slip apart. I can't stop loving you, girl. You know I made up my mind to live in memory all the lonesome time. I can't stop wanting you. Thank you. Love you, Cookie. I'll be joining you shortly with your emperador. Oh, I love you so much.
Hi, Gracie. Hello
Hi,
again.
Rika. Looking so bright and sexy with your red outfit. I love it.
It's an effort, isn't it?
Yes.
You're
And,
normal.
well, as they say, this is the new normal. But and who would have thought that I'd be a digital broadcaster in just a few weeks?
And look at you now.
I'm enjoying this, and the nice thing about it is that we can do this interaction, a live show in the comfort of our homes. And if there's one thing the pandemic, if there's one thing that the pandemic taught us, is the fact that we can do a lot of things. We can be very productive in our own homes. Now, I do know that you've prepared another piece tonight, and this is a classic. I remember this song. It's a classic by a great composer, Henry Mancini. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our guest artist, Miss Rika Arambulo, with her beautiful rendition of a Henry Mancini classic, Two for the Road. Take it away, Rika.
Thank you. If you're feeling fancy free, come wander through the world with me. And any place we chance to be will be our rendezvous. Two for the road, we'll travel down the years, collecting precious memories, selecting souvenirs, and living life the way we please. In summertime, the sun will shine. In winter, we'll drink summer wine. And every day that you are mine will be a lovely day, as long as love still wears a smile. I know that we'll be two for the road, and that's a long, long time. In summertime, the sun shines. In winter, we'll drink summer wine. And every day that you are mine will be a lovely day. As long as love still wears a smile, I know that we'll be two for the road, and that's a long, long time. As long as love still wears a smile, I know that we'll be two for the road, and that's a long, long time.
We'll be back shortly with Tita Gracie. Let's chat with Tita Gracie, only here on V81 Radio. Big Benta, a Pinoy e-commerce site made for you. Enjoy hassle-free shopping with multiple payment options available. May local support din ready to assist, so you can enjoy peace of mind when you shop. Visit our website to check different product offerings. Get anything you want and avail everything you need in just one click. Big Benta, Pinoy e-commerce, made for you. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. Para enjoy ang pakikinig sa V81 Radio kahit saan, we are now on your Amazon Echo devices. Just say, Alexa, play V81 Radio at i-enjoy ang inyong mga paboritong Pinoy music 24/7. Sabihin lang, Alexa, play V81 Radio. May items ka na gustong ibenta? Or planning to buy something specific? Visit PinoyAds.ph, a free online classified ads na available to all. Post an ad para sa item that you want to sell. Or browse through the listing to find out what you're looking for. Connect with the community to explore, discover, buy and sell. Be the boss of every transaction sa PinoyAds.ph. After this pandemic, let's support the Filipino community. Buy local, visit local, go local. Kabayan, nahuhomesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang Tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Now back to Let's Chat with Tita Gracie, only here on V81 Radio.
Now tonight, as I promised, It's going to be an all-out retro night here at Let's Chat with Tita Gracie. And I've got two special friends with me to explore this great world of clubbing here in Metro Manila. You see, Metro Manila has been a party place for many, many years. And certainly these two gentlemen are no stranger to that scene. One of them is, like me, also in the events organizing business and has explored a lot of opportunities in that scene. He has organized various club events in the major venues such as Buddha Bar, Club Ibiza, and of course the dance club over here at Resorts World Manila. For our Filipino audiences that are in California, in Australia, and all over the world, remember these places and remember these faces, because when you hit Manila, when you fly back here, you better make sure then find out where these guys are organizing their events, because I promise you a great time. Our first guest is none other than the producer of a very, very new concept. Later on, I'll reveal what that's all about. And he happens to be the president of DM Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Mr. Dodo Melicor. Thank you for sharing some videos and some photographs of your past events, because I know that you were neck thick planning your next gigs, and then the pandemic happened. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's a pity, but it's okay, because I think that the creative spirit in you cannot be controlled.
Just like you.
You know, Dodo, thank you for sharing this. And I summarized them. I put them in a little PowerPoint, maybe not as fine-tuned as in a professional job, but I did my best. So ladies and gentlemen, just to give an idea of the kind of events that Dodo has been organizing, let's roll that PowerPoint and let's experience the parties and events organized by DM Entertainment. Let's roll that PowerPoint now.
Shoes and dance the blues to the song they're playing on the radio, while color lights up your face. Sway through the crowd to an empty space. If you say run, I'll run with you. If you say hide, we'll hide. Because my love for you would break my heart in two.
So ladies and gentlemen, I won't keep you waiting, because our guest celebrity today is no stranger to the Philippine clubbing scene. Ladies and gentlemen, meet DJ John Robinson.
Hi, Tita Gracie. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Oh, thank you for joining us tonight, John. It's such a pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, these two guys have been such an energetic team, because they got so busy when the lockdown happened with a great concept called Sanctuary, which is that logo right behind John. And
It's true.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be waiting for my T-shirt soon.
Okay. You got it.
We got one for you.
Thank you. Anyway, I know that you've been you've been burning up the internet lines every weekend since the lockdown happened. And today we're going to explore what you two have been doing. Anyway, just two quick questions. How have you been doing, John, since the lockdown happened?
I've been busy actually. As we get into what we're doing, it's kind of taken over my life. I've actually figured these last 10 weeks or so, I've probably been more busy than I've been in my life. We've been doing between 3 and 4 live broadcasts per week, and there's a lot of preparation that goes in beforehand and all of that. And I think we were just counting it up before we went on air. If I'm not mistaken, what was the grand total? Something like 270, 280 hours of programming we've done live since lockdown started. So I've been busy.
Wow. Like I was telling Dodo earlier when I introduced him, I said, you cannot contain the creative spirit.
It's actually, is it a blessing? Is this curse a blessing in disguise? Because it's actually the gift of time. And I find myself with more time on my hands. And I had very old friend of ours as one of the guests yesterday on the show, who had sort of echoed something similar, that, you know, with all this time, you either do something with it or you kind of shrivel and die and wilt away. So it was make the best of a bad situation and try and do something positive.
Yes. And since the lockdown happened, I know that prior to mid-March, you and Dodo have been collaborating on these club events that have been going around the city, right, Dodo?
Yes, you're right. We DM started doing events for retro for about 7 years now, and like I mentioned, the other people, Mr. DJ John Robinson has been part of it for about 95%. That's why all my events, all DM Entertainment events are sold out, thanks to that guy.
Wow. Well, I was telling you earlier, this guy is one of the most loved guys in the clubbing scene in Manila. I won't date you, John, because then, you know, I want to capture a whole new audience for you. And because the guys that have known you for a long time are loyal, they will follow you wherever you go. But there's a whole new clubbing audience out there. And actually, this new clubbing audience, they actually love retro music, right?
Right.
Now, for the interest of our viewers tonight, for those that are joining us for the first time, we got Dodo Melicor of DM Entertainment and DJ John Robinson here to give us an idea of what Sanctuary is all about. So, gentlemen, who would like to give us an idea of the concept? Who came up with it? And Dodo, maybe you'd like to kick off the conversation about that?
Sure. Sanctuary began March 15, right, John?
Yeah.
We call each other once in a while. So he called me right at the start of the lockdown. He says, no, I think I sent a video of the guys from Italy, right?
Yeah.
Then,
we both did those doing their thing.
Right. And then, of course, John being John, he goes, why don't we do it? And we went straight to the mall and bought stuff. And that evening was the birth of Sanctuary. This guy is so creative.
Wow.
It was.
Yeah, go ahead, John. Go ahead.
It was a passion project. I mean, as Dodo said, I saw the videos of the guys in lockdown in Italy singing from their balconies. I think there was a DJ spinning from his balcony. And here, there's no balcony to play from. Well, there is one, but there's no audience out there. You know, maybe somebody will throw something at me if I play music on the balcony here. And I just got the feeling that me personally, I would certainly need something to focus my energy into, but on a bigger, wider sense, we'd all need something. We need some form of escape. You know, the news has been awful this last 2 or 3 months, and it continues to be depressing. I mean, we have to watch the news. We have to be educated and connected to the world, but we also need to disengage and just let it go. And that was really the whole sort of motivation between Sanctuary. I mean, it's in the name. It's our sanctuary. It's a place to come to forget about everything that's going on in the world and to, you know, take you back to happier times and happier places. And that was the sort of the whole motivation behind the name and the birth of the project.
Right.
I was so excited because a few or 2 weeks ago, Juan Miguel said that he was going to do a collaboration with you, and he announced it that it was going to be aired on Sanctuary, which is how I discovered your show.
Awesome.
So I'm going to stay up that night because I usually am in bed by 8:30. I'm going to stay up. I'm going to watch Sanctuary. I already had a Twitch account because I had I know you know Boyet Season. He introduced me to Twitch a few weeks back because Boyet and I have collaborated on some events before. So I said, okay, I'm going to open my Twitch account. So I logged on and I watched your show. And instead of just sitting here in my living room like this, I was up for like an hour and a half dancing, reminiscing, and just enjoying the retro music. And I had my earphones on, so the whole house was quiet. But there I was dancing, and I said to myself, this is really amazing. And then the video came up. I was so happy because that particular song happens to be my favorite Queen song. And yes, so if our team is now ready, I'd like to roll that first collaboration video between John Robinson and Juan Miguel Salvador with their version of Under Pressure.
Pushing down on me, pressing down on you, no man has fall. Under pressure, that burns a building down and splits a family in two. Puts people on the streets, Baba Ben, Dinera, Dinera. It's a tale of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out, make tomorrow take me higher. Pushing on people on the streets. Okay.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. I sit back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal, and up a stage you rocks a trunk like a candle. Dance. You rush your speaker that booms, killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. You better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook when my DJ revolves it.
Tripping around with my praise on the floor. These are the days when it never rains, but it pours. Ito palo, tip up, people on the streets, dee-da-dee-da-da. People on the streets, dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da.
It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out.
For tomorrow gets me high and high. Pressure on people on the streets. Now that the party is jumping, with the bass kicked in and the Vegas are pumping.
Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Running them, if you ain't quick and nimble, I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll and it's time to go solo.
Insanity knocks, under pressure we crack. Why can't we give ourselves one more chance?
Why can't we give it love one more chance? Why can't we give it love, 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 give it love?
It's not such an old-fashioned word, and now there's you together for the people on the edge of the night, and love dares you to change our way of caring about ourselves. This is our last chance. This is our last chance. This is ourselves. Under pressure. Under pressure. Pressure.
Certainly, the frontliners are a tremendous part of the way our country has coped with this pandemic. And our friend Juan Miguel Salvador, another very generous artist and a very, he's got a heart, again, a guy with a heart in the right place, has approved and given us permission to air his video tribute to our frontliners. And tonight being retro night, I would like to show the video that he has shared with us. So he made a retro version that will suit our theme. So if our tech team is ready for State of the Nation, let's play that video now.
Them marching off to war. They're looking so heroic. I'm told they won't be gone for long, but it's a lie and they know it. 10,000 gone, they won't return, never to be seen again. Strategic games are all they learn. At the end, what they say, don't you worry about the situation. A message from the telephone, they're up there fighting for the fate of the nation, and waiting for a chance to come home. They'll always have to fight the alienation, and realize they're fighting alone. When nightmares, memories fade to dust, we'll get back on our feet again. This war has nothing to do with us, but somehow we're still involved in it. So don't you worry about the situation. The message from the telephone, they'll be fighting for the sake of the nation, and waiting for a chance to come home. So don't you worry about the situation. Message from the telephone. They are departing for the fate of the nation. I'm waiting for a chance to come home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place that I want to be anywhere else. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place that I want to be anywhere else. Worry about the situation. A message from the telephone. They're up there fighting for the fate of the nation. And waiting for a chance to come home. They want to worry about the situation. A message from the telephone. They're up there fighting for the fate of the nation. When you're actually fighting alone, there's no place like home. 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 There's no place like home.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank Dodo Melicor of DM Entertainment and DJ John Robinson. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being with me. It's been a great 2 hours with you guys. And I'm sure that somewhere down the road, we're going to get together with or without lockdown. So please continue your great job at Sanctuary. And all the Sanctuarians out there, I will join you again on Friday night.
Awesome.
I'm going to be on my feet. Yes, for sure.
Make yourself known on Twitch. Let us know you're there, Gracie. And thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you. The pleasure is all mine. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was our retro night with DJ John Robinson and Dodo Melicor of DM Entertainment. And one last reminder, this coming week, as you go out on your journeys out to Metro Manila and all other cities in the Philippines, remember, we are still under pandemic. We are still obliged to follow all of the rules, wear your face masks, continue with washing your hands, and the utmost in sanitation protocols, please. Your lives are valuable, and I would like to see our country COVID-free. Let's all pray for that. Let's all pray for that. We have a big God, so let's all pray for a COVID-free Philippines. And for all of you out there, our frontliners, we salute you. Mabuhay kayong lahat. This is Philippine Independence Weekend. And I'm sure that one day we are going to be independent of COVID-19. Let's continue to pray for that. This has been Tita Gracie Venezuela. I will see you again next week. Let's chat with Tita Gracie. And remember, V81 Radio Worldwide is here for you. If you're a Filipino, wherever you are, tune in to V81 Radio Worldwide. Thank you and have a good evening.
Leading personalities, representative insights, relevant current issues all together in a meaningful and delightful conversations as your social barometer. Let's chat with Tita Gracie. Let's chat with Tita Gracie. Sundays, 6 p.m. Hosted by breakthrough millennial boomer Gracie Venezuela. Let's chat with Tita Gracie. Only here on V81 Radio. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy. The future of radio. This is your all-hits, all-Pinoy internet radio station. This is V81 Radio Worldwide.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy. Panalo!